Welcome back to Oddly Satisfying. I've always found it like really not oddly satisfying that the subreddit doesn't have the numbers next to the post, so I always have to estimate number 19. So I think that's this one. This tennis racket slicing through jello. Oh, I already love the idea of this. That's pretty cool. Is that, I wonder if that's oh, I was about to say, is this a slow-mo guys video? Yep, that's a slow-mo guys video. There we go. Never would have guessed that one, but I did. So many cool things you can do in slow motion. I kind of want to get a camera that does slow motion like that, but also I think they're pretty expensive, and you have to get like really good lighting for it, and it's actually a pretty complicated setup to make it look good. So yeah, I'd probably mess it up because I can't even get my exposure right on the vlog channel. So how would I ever do that for a high-tech slow-mo camera? Probably wouldn't. This man cutting a pineapple. All right, this dude's about to look like he's gonna chop his fingers off, right? Man, I haven't had a pineapple in such a long time. I kind of want to have it now. Isn't pineapple season kind of a year-round thing? Are you gonna cut out the interior from the thing? Hold on, is it just gonna plop out? It's just gonna like slide right out. It's gonna be beautiful. Wait for it. Wait for it. I bet that's so delicious. A few things better than like a really nice tasty pineapple. The watermelon being one of them. And it's about to, oh my god, it's about to be watermelon season 2. Oh my god, I'm so stoked. I don't know how this is gonna end. I'm still waiting for the payoff here. Is there gonna be a payoff? Yep, there's definitely a payoff. He smiles. He's like, yeah, I know I'm really good at what I do. I do it on a pretty regular basis. I wonder how many fingers he's chopped off before, because there's got to be a point, no matter how good you are, you get so good that you become just very casual about it. And then you just not be paying attention. You'd be talking to a customer and, oh, that's my finger, not a pineapple. Whoops. These tires that were loaded onto our truck. I've actually seen an image of this before. I don't know if it was on Oddly Satisfying or not, but I guess that's like the most space efficient way to pack tires. And so it just happens to look pretty cool. Because yeah, I guess if you just stack them up in normal stacks, then it would have a lot of empty space, because circular things are really inefficient for space. So I assume that's a better way to do it. And also they're like more stable that way. Have you ever actually felt how heavy some tires are? This video, I have a pending vlog for the vlog channel, and actually the footage of me trying to lift a tire isn't in it, but I tried doing one of those strongman tire flips and I couldn't get it. I'm like, damn, I feel really weak right now. I can't even flip a tire over. I asked the guy who's like helping us out, setting the whole thing up. I'm like, how much does that tire weigh? He's like 750 pounds. I'm like, okay, I don't feel as badly anymore that I wasn't able to flip it, because 750 is quite a bit. Didn't realize how heavy that was. Oh my god. It was a tractor tire. That's not 750 pounds right there. But still, tires are pretty heavy. If that whole thing fell on you, it'd be more than 750 pounds. Dust. Oh god, this is going to be like one of those instances where it's like, how did you let it get to this point to begin with? Have you ever watched, there's a subreddit called Power, I think it's a subreddit, Power Washing, PORN. Do not demonetize me, YouTube. But it's like this. It'll be dirty sidewalks, things like that, and you power wash them, and then they look beautiful again. And I've seen a few videos of that. They've probably been on this subreddit as well. They must have been doing, I don't know, remodeling or something. I'd like to believe it didn't just get that way naturally. The way these clothes match the background. That's a pretty cool photo. Also, it kind of looks like there might have been some small Photoshop involved, because there's 2 distinct shades of blue in the background there, and the pants seem to match both of them. So either they were made for this purpose, or there might have been just a little subtle Photoshop thrown in there. It also looks like it could be an advertisement for something. I don't want to be skeptical, but on the internet, not everything is as the title would suggest for it to be. Look at everything with a healthy degree of skepticism. It's a good thing to do. This might be true, though. I honestly, I don't know. Maybe you're just like, oh, look at this coincidence. We'll take a photo of it. But it also looks professionally done. Black ice cream. God, is it like that charcoal ice cream stuff, which is apparently a thing? I could Google it, I'm sure. Can someone care to explain to me, because I'm too lazy to go into the next tab and Google it here? Someone explain to me why I see charcoal-infused things at juice places and charcoal ice cream. Why, like when you eat toast that is too burnt, supposedly it is a contributor to you getting cancer. And that's basically you turn the toast into charcoal. So why would you eat charcoal when that seems like something that would give you cancer? Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. Eating a piece of charcoal doesn't seem particularly good for you. You know, maybe I'm totally off base. Someone's gonna be like, no, actually it's very healthy if you just go to a grocery store, buy a big bag of charcoal that you would put in your barbecue and just start munching away on it as a snack. Please don't do that. Don't. That was sarcasm. Parents, this is not my fault, okay? Prevent your kids from buying charcoal to eat. It's not good for you. This wood deposit. See, that's one of those instances, though, where it's too pretty that you don't actually want to use the wood. And maybe they're all like glued together or something, and it's not actually meant to, you take the wood for firewood. But if it is, it's too nice. You don't want to disassemble it. If it's supposed to be functional, you've just now made it not functional by making it too nice looking. It's like when you get served a really nice food dish at a restaurant, you don't even want to touch it because it's presented so nicely. I've actually never had that problem before. I'm like, oh, this looks real tasty, and then I dig in. But there is just a moment where I feel badly about it. Ghost Chillin' Body Paint Illusion. I don't know what that means, but let's watch. How do they do the super black backgrounds on these YouTube videos? Is it just like a black wall, or do they green screen it and key themselves on black? That's the most impressive thing to me. It's like you got some Vanta black on your wall because you're perfectly lit, but the wall is still completely black. There's no reflection on it. It's pretty impressive, actually. I should just ask someone, hey, what do you do for your setup? Because that'd be kind of cool just to have a black wall behind me. Then I could look like a floating head because I wear black shirts all the time. Just exactly like what's going on. I could look like a floating head, and I wouldn't even need any paint. I just need Vanta. Oh, that's pretty cool. That was a nice payoff. Huh. That's really, oh my God, that's amazing. It's like you painted yourself entirely green and then stood in front of a green. That's great. See, I don't know how you get the lighting to do that so perfectly. So you paint yourself in Vanta black? No, that's actually probably, I think Vanta black is toxic if you put it on your skin in like raw form. So probably not. But somebody threw a beach ball onto the fountain at my college campus. Okay, that's some black magic forkery going on here. It's like that GIF, I think it was in Black Magic Forkery, where it was a roll of tape and, I don't know, an air compressor outlet. And it was, you blow the air compressor on the roll of tape, and the tape just levitated and spun in place in the air. Except it was spinning way faster than that. That doesn't look like it's spinning nearly fast enough to get like some Bernoulli's principle stuff going on with it. So what the hell is happening? That's not this. Okay, I hope this is reposted to Black Magic, because what? All right, the fact that nobody's explaining in the comments means it's actually just witchcraft happening. This is what every house I wire looks like when I'm done. No OCD here. Hey, it's me, your next client. Could you come and wire my house, please? I'd really appreciate it, because, yeah, my wires don't look like that. God, my Ethernet closet switch thing over in this room over here, it's a goddamn mess. And I don't know why, when the people were building this house and wiring all the Ethernet things, they just decided to leave some not attached. They're like, oh, we put the Ethernet cable through the wall and brought it into the box over there, but then they're just, we don't need to put on the head, on the Ethernet head, I don't know, what's it called, the RJ something number. Can you please come and help me, because I need it. This logo, a swan and mallard. Oh, that's some clever little artwork there. Man, it's like you made the swan into an ampersand, and then you put not bad at all. I hope you got it for cheap, because that's like a logo that some multi-billion-dollar company would probably pay $10 million for. Some artist probably thought of it in like 2 seconds. That's like Fortnite monies right there. 5 minutes to develop an emote that then makes like $10 million. Like that Snap thing. They just released a Snap emote on Fortnite, and I'm sure it took an animator. Okay, 5 minutes, maybe an underestimate. It's really simple, but there are subtleties. So someone could have done it in a day, and they're gonna make like millions of dollars. Can you imagine just $1 million for an easy day's work? Probably more than $1 million. Just wild. This is just crazy. Man. Anyway, but I digress. It's a fancy, cool logo, though. I appreciate it. These bubbles. Zoom in, guys. Okay, here we go. Fully zoomed in, ladies and gentlemen. Those are some really nice bubbles. You look like a person who appreciates the finer details in life. The fact that you've even managed to notice this. Or maybe this is just a natural Fibonacci formation that takes place with bubbles in beer glasses, and us peasants don't notice the finer details like you do. Something like that, but there you go. All zoomed in and zoomed out again. Bubbles are nifty. Bubble wrap is even niftier, and that's why it's at the top of the subreddit. Ice sliding off a light post. The video begins and you think that a child is going to lick it and get their tongue stuck. Okay, that's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty darn cool. That's like that video of ice coming out of a gutter that they keep like chopping the bottom part off, and then more ice comes down, and then it's pretty. Except then I'm really not satisfied that it ends because the weight of the ice gets to be too little for it to continue, and then I'm so not satisfied now. It kills it. Dang it! Now I'm bummed. I really wanted it to go all the way, and then it didn't. The penmanship of this writer, Seb Lester. What are you gonna... God, Oh, it's gonna be a Netflix logo, huh? Is that what it's gonna be? Yep, gonna be Netflix. It's gonna be just absolutely perfect, isn't it? See, I don't know. How do you get the arc without any guide? Because the bottom of the Netflix logo has an arc to it. And don't be like, how would you know that? Everyone knows the Netflix logo well enough to realize that there's an arc at the bottom of it. I wonder if he was looking at a reference image off camera, or if that was just straight up like, no, I got this. I'm pretty dope, and I can do this no problem. Leaves arranged under a tree by Andy Goldsworthy. Well, I'll tell you, that gold's worthy of a photo right there. Sorry, I had to do it. It's cool though. That looks like some sort of, you rotoscoped the tree and added an outer glow in Photoshop, except you did it in real life. Did you do it because of your name? Just so I could make that pun, I wonder? Or is that a coincidence? I'm not entirely sure. But that's pretty cool. It almost looks like it's in a river, and then you got lights lighting and up. But yep, worthy of a photo. Bob Ross painting rocks like it's nothing. Have we seen this GIF before? I've seen this GIF before. I don't know if we have here. Yeah, it's like you're just making little loops. Just a few little loops, and then suddenly they're rocks. And I try to look carefully. I try to see where the flaws are. That if you look too closely, will it ruin the illusion? But no, it works. And now the GIF isn't in the highest quality, sure, but still, it's just, I'm trying to fault the strategy, and it seems to hold up even if you look super closely. Because sometimes, with little sketches, they'll have tricks that they work when you're far away and you're just seeing the whole image together, but then when you're up close, the tactic kind of falls apart a little bit. But this, I'm like, what? It works. It looks like a rock. And you just did a little swipe. How, though? You can't give me that as a tutorial, okay? You can't just be like, well, first, mix your colors. Here's what you do to get the gray, and then in order to draw your rocks properly, you just whoop, 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 whoop. There you go. Did you understand that? No, I did not, Bob. But I can't be mad at you because you're just so relaxed and calm. Galton board demonstrating probability. Don't know what that is, but let's check it out. Oh, wow. That's really cool. I like this. That's kind of incredible, actually. What in the heck? I didn't know that this kind of object existed to so perfectly demonstrate a bell curve. That's amazing. Oh my god. Could you use this to impact your Plinko strategies? Or at least to change your expectation of the outcome if you ever play Plinko? You can be like, well, most likely it's going to land in the middle. And it's not very likely to land on the side. So that if the high values are over on the sides, you can be like, well, it's probably not going to happen. So at least you'll not be disappointed. I like this a lot. Thanks so much for watching this last month of Oddly Satisfying. I hope you've been satisfied. Make sure to like if satisfied, subscribe if satisfied, get a hat if satisfied. And, yep, cool. I'll see you next time.